What's just been your first impressions of Kansas State and some of the players you've gotten to know already?
I think they got a lot of hard workers. I think there's a lot of guys that are ready for new things, ready to learn some new techniques, ready to learn some new schemes, guys that are ready to do whatever we're asking them to do. I'm excited about the attitude that they have and the work ethic that they've displayed so far.
How would you describe just the defensive philosophy overall that you guys want to implement here?
We're going to be fairly aggressive. I think in the Big 12, the important thing is if you don't give up the big play and you're able to play sound defense, I think you've got a chance, especially with the ball control offense that we're going to have. And so, that's going to be our biggest emphasis is just keeping the ball in front of us. But in the same respect, we're going to challenge throws, and we're not going to just allow people to nickel and dime us all day long. And so I'd say we're going to be fairly multiple in the things that we do, but in the same controlled chaos, I guess would be the right word, because we want to do very few skill sets, but be able to make it look like a bunch of different things, and that's what we're going to try to implement over the next couple of months.
Do you have a favorite coverage scheme you like to run with your safeties?
Anything that gets our hands on the ball. You're going to see a lot of different things. You're going to see a multitude of coverages. I wouldn't say that we're going to major in all of them, but I think we're going to be able to show a lot of different pictures, which is, maybe something that a lot of teams in this league aren't doing. I think in this league you're seeing a lot of quarters week in and week out from everybody, and I think quarterbacks see that and they understand that, and so we'd like to be able to give them some different looks. I mean, you're certainly going to see some of that from us, but you're going to see a multitude of other things as well without showing my cards.
How much of a chance have you had to kind of look at the film of the team from last year and get to know kind of what you have?
Quite a bit. I've went through each player, the snaps that each player has played. I've gotten through many of the guys. I haven't gotten through everybody, but I think there's talent here. It's hard to say because there was a lot of guys that were injured for various parts of the year, and I think there was probably some guys that were playing in spots where maybe it wasn't their best spot. We're going to try to get guys in the best possible situations that they can be in to have success.
You think that helped the team last year? In retrospect, the fact all those injuries, a lot of different guys, some experience.
Yeah, you've got some younger guys that have been in the fire a little bit. Whether they were ready or not in some cases, but yeah, I would hope that guys wouldn't. That initial nervousness, I would hope that wouldn't affect them this year as much.
There's the redshirt rule where you can play 4 games while maintaining a redshirt. Is this, you guys are programmed to use that quite a bit, you think?
If they can help us. We're never going to play guys just to play guys, but if they can help us, even if it's on special teams and they can help us, we'll max them out and then make the determination from there whether or not they're going to continue on.
How do you feel about the level of success you've had on the recruiting trail and kind of integrating Chicago into the recruiting philosophy?
I think that could be a good area for us. I do. And everybody in the country is recruiting that area. And we're going to have to do some battling and do some winning. And this year was tough because we were just late in the game and everything happened so fast. I mean, a lot of schools are on to 2021s already, and it just happens that quickly. And I think that if we can get our inroads early in Chicago, in Texas, and some of those places, I think we can have some success because this is a great place.
Do you feel like you were breaking through or starting anew in terms of the K-State brand in Chicago?
I don't think there's been a big K-State presence in Chicago. I think that kind of starting anew, but I think the relationships that I have with a lot of coaches there will carry over, and they understand Coach Klanderman and how he runs his program, and I think that will draw kids in and of itself.
And how's the move to Manhattan been so far in that transition?
Well, I don't know. I've only been in this building and laid my head down in a hotel a couple of times. So this is the first week that we've really been here. Otherwise, we've been on the road. So, but it's awesome. I'm still learning my way around, to be sure. Don't know which way is north.
Is there any safeties you've kind of, I guess, give leadership responsibilities to so far? I'm sure Denzel Goolsby kind of.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that they've got to earn on their own. But Denzel is a guy that I've noticed speaking up the most when he's around the other guys, probably the most comfortable. He understands this is his last go-round, and he's gonna be a big part of our success. And so we're going to need him.
How's the trade-off in the secondary with you and Coach Malone go, with one at corners and one doing the safeties?
Well, we're going to do a lot of things together because I just believe in that, because I think that people need to be on the same page. It's hard for the corners to get one message and the safeties to get another. Even if it's the same message and just being phrased differently, I think that's hard. And so we'll do a lot of things together. And shoot, we don't even know. There might be some guys in the corner room that will be safeties. There might be some guys in the safety room that will be corners. So for the time being, everybody's going to kind of be together.
That, I guess, third linebacker in the Big 12 ends up being more of a nickel in certain cases. Is that how you guys plan on, utilizing
Absolutely,
that spot?
absolutely. And Walter Neal, Lance Robinson, some guys that come to mind that might be in that spot. There might be some others that come down the road here as we just figure out what people's skill sets are and figure out how we're going to be used. But, you'll see a lot of 5 DBs out there.
You guys use Jabril Cox a little bit different in North Dakota State.
He's a different animal.
Yeah, is there a guy, or do you want that role at K-State, someone that plays like that?
Well, anytime you can get just a freak athlete, I think that would help. But in the Big 12, some of those athletes in the slot, you're going to need a corner type body, just a guy with unbelievable quickness. And even if he's not a real long guy like Jabril was, I don't think you have to be 230 pounds to play that spot, but you're going to have some man coverage ability. And so it'll always be that body type, I think, here.